What's going on, Smooth Crew? It's Smooth back with another fresh and so clean video for you guys today, man. And today, man, we're not gonna be doing a challenge or any just like just decent or basic gameplay. We're just gonna be playing some Hyperscape, man. Today I'm gonna be doing a story time. This story time is gonna be about the time I got caught at school with weed. Now, guys, I despise you guys. Do not go to school with weed. It's not the smartest thing to do, and it's really dumb. You know, it's just like, you can get in big trouble for it. I learned that the hard way. And it's just like, man, it was a really dumb decision by me. I was clowned by everybody for it. So I just recommend you guys don't do that. But before we get into the story, I'm going to give you guys a little disclaimer. We're going to just be playing some Hyperscape, trying to get a dub while I tell you guys the story. So just a little disclaimer. I am 17. I'm 17, right? In case you guys didn't, well, of course you guys didn't know that. I'm 17, and I'm in my last year of high school, and this happened at the start of 2020, which would be my junior year. But we're gonna give you guys a little relapse leading up to the story. So I started like 2019, somewhere around there. I started getting into smoking weed a lot, or marijuana, whatever you call it, whatever you prefer to call it. And you know, I started smoking it just like all the time. Every day. I was spending a lot of money on weed, and towards the summer I started smoking it a lot. Towards winter I was doing it like just about every day with my friends. I played basketball as well. I'm a basketball player, so I was skipping practices, basketball workouts, just to go smoke. It was kind of getting bad. I was getting addicted, and you know, it wasn't a good fit for me, but like at that time I didn't care. And so during Christmas break, you know, I was smoking a lot, right? And school or when it was New Year's, school started back up after New Year's. And it was, I kid you not, it was what, the second day we came back after winter break. That morning I decided to text a friend. I was like, yo man, you want to smoke before school? Because me and my friend, we would do it. We'd smoke before school like just about every day. And we'd go to the store, walk to the store, smoke and get snacks. So we'd have snacks throughout the day, so we could take care of our munchies. And we did that. And the night before, I had smoked with another friend. I had a half of a blunt and some more weed in my bag that I completely forgot about. So I had rolled up a fresh new blunt in the morning, and me and my friend smoked it, and we smoked half of it before we had to go. So when we got back from the store after smoking it, about that time our bus was about to show up. So man, I don't know where to put this, and me being high, the first thing I think about is putting it in my backpack. So I put it in my bag, right? And when we get to the bus stop, I asked my friend to smoke weed. I mean, of course he's gonna say no. You know, we're high, and you know, there was wind blowing at the time too, so it was really hard to tell. But then when the bus came, we got on the bus, and as I'm walking past everybody on the bus, like they're just all looking at me. I'm like, yo, okay, what's going on? So I sit down, because I always sit in the back of the bus with my friends and stuff, and they're like, yo bro, you smell like weed, bruh. I'm like, oh snaps. So we let down. Me being high, I'm not thinking it's the weed in my bag, the blunt that I just sparked. You know, I'm not thinking it's that. And I just roll down the windows and spray like a lot of cologne in the back. So it goes away because the windows are down. And me and my friend, we think, I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm just calling him Jacob. Me and Jacob thought that we were good, you know? We had nothing to worry about. So we get to school, and literally everybody is like saying I smell like weed. I'm like, yo, like what's going on, bro? So I go upstairs. I'm paranoid at this point because like I never like ever smelled like weed coming into school. So I'm kind of paranoid because like this has never happened to me before. But I wasn't like showing it. It was kind of like a quiet paranoia type thing. Nobody could really tell, but like secretly I was paranoid. And so, you know what I'm saying, I go to class or whatever, and after like 20 to 30 minutes in the class, I get a knock. Somebody knocks on the door in the classroom, and it's the principal. It's the principal with the security guards, and she's like, "Can we have Davion," which is my name, And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to die. I'm like, oh my gosh, this can't be happening. And so they take me down. They're like, and I go out into the hallway and they have my bag. So I'm like, yo, what? They're like, yeah, is this your bag? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, we're gonna need you to come down to the office with us. And I'm like, I'm already at this point. I already kind of knew what was going on. Like, I knew it was me because the whole hallway was smelling like weed, and I was so confused on why. With me being high, I wasn't thinking straight. I was kind of just being an absolute idiot. And so we get down to the office. I'm kind of scared. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was really scared. And so, you know what I'm saying? They tell me what was going on, and they showed me all the stuff that they found in my bag. Now, this is where, like, I'm like, oh my god. So, like, all this could have been avoided if I would have remembered that I had already had a blunt rolled, or a pre-run, or a half a blunt already rolled up. And that was not the case. I feel like I still. I did not know any. I did not remember it. I completely forgot about it. And so they take out all this stuff, and they're like, you had all this in your bag. And then they had an officer. They had an officer pull up to the school, and so he's telling me like what's going on, what's gonna happen and stuff. And see, I'm a good kid, right? I'm a good kid. I had like clean records and everything, so they weren't really like trying to like, you know, expel me or anything. But they said that. Now this is where I got lucky, because we have a normal officer that patrols our school. Luckily he was out today, so I didn't have to deal with him. And they were telling me that like if he was here, I would have went to jail. Now I did not want to go to jail, so I was super thankful. I was happy, and you know, just blessed that I did not have to go to jail. So, but like that's not where it ends, you know. That's just not just like I go about my day, they just take my weed and stuff. They had the audacity to call my dad. Now my dad is not somebody to be played with. That man, he's super strict. He had no clue that I smoked weed, and this was like the worst time, or just the worst like scenario for him to find out that I smoked weed. The fact that I just got caught in school with it just shows that I'm not really responsible with it. So it's like, you know, this is kind of a bad look for me. So, you know, they called my dad. He didn't pick up at first, but they left a voicemail. And so he calls back like literally like 10 seconds later. Like it was like the snap of a finger. I'm like, oh snap, yeah, he's definitely mad. And so they're on the phone with him, and I could just hear him yelling through the phone. I'm sitting on the other side of the room just like, oh my god, I am so dead. And he's like, I hear him say, oh, I'm on my way, this and that, just yelling, man. I'm like, oh my god, it's over with for me. I'm gonna die. And so he's like, I'm pretty sure he was speeding from his job, because his job is pretty far away from the school, and dude got there like in 10 minutes. Like, I have no clue if he just like instant transmission there or something, bro. Dude came out of nowhere, man. And so the first luckily he wasn't like giving me no death stare, because when he's mad at me, he doesn't want to look at me. So the whole time he's looking the opposite way while they're telling him what's going on and what happened. And so they tell him what's gonna happen, and they said I had to go to court. I had to go to court for trial. I'm thinking I'm about to go to jail. I didn't know what they meant by that. And so they send me home, but like they didn't tell me how long I was gonna be suspended for anything. And it turns out that I only got suspended for like 2 days, because the principal had came in clutch, because he really liked me. You know, I was a good kid. I didn't really do anything, and you know, I was like one of the best players on the basketball team at the time. And I still am, by the way. I still am one of the best players on the basketball team. And you know what I'm saying? He takes me to my grandpa's house. Luckily, he didn't take my phone. He just took my PlayStation and stuff. And he didn't take my phone just because he needed to keep in contact with me. So, you know, I was grounded for like a month. And yeah, he kind of showed some mercy on the grounding too. And about like a month later, or towards like the end of that month, I get a call, and it's the juvenile people, and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm gonna go to jail. like how I missed the court date, and I said I gotta reschedule it. So I'm like, oh, okay. And so we had to reschedule the court date. I called my dad, let him know what was going on, and we had to reschedule it. And so to the court date, and well, okay, let me rephrase that. It wasn't really a court date. It was more of a meeting with a probation officer. And I was supposed to get put on probation, but here's where I get blessed again. Once again, you know, talking about how I'm a good kid and all this stuff, checking my records and stuff. And so I never got put on probation. And so, like, oh my gosh, I can't think. I got really lucky once again. So like, you know, they just let me slide basically. And I got away with it to a certain degree. But then like, that's not really where the story ends, because like, it's like even after I knew that like I shouldn't be smoking weed anymore after that incident, I kind of kept still smoking it. And so I'm just telling you guys, just like, don't be me, man, because like, again, I ended up getting caught, but this time it wasn't like by the school. My dad caught me this time, and my dad caught me this time, and he was not happy because of my previous incident, and it's just like, man, he did not know what he wanted to do with me. So you guys, just don't smoke weed, man. It's, I mean, if you want to, but if you're going to, be responsible with it. And just like, oh snaps, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Oh, I'm straight. Just be smart with it, man. And just don't be like your boy Smooth, man. Be smooth with the weed, bro. Don't be ignorant and irresponsible like me, and actually think when you're high, and don't just go off, you know, your instinct, or not instinct, but your conscience or your belly, whatever you wanna, however you wanna call it. It's just not the smartest thing to do. There's a free kill right here. There's that vulnerability. He's done for. Wow.
Be alert, contenders. A sector has collapsed.
Oh my gosh, I'm so locked in right now. It's just like, I want to get this dub for you guys. I didn't expect the story to be that short. Maybe because it's the way I told it. But just let you guys know, my highest career like kills like in one game is only like 14. I'm not the best at this game, but I'd say I'm decent at the game. Like, I feel like I'm definitely not one of the best people, but I'm definitely decent at the game. Not trying to die here. I'm in a bad spot. Where's the circle going? Okay, it's in that limelight. All right, bet. I'll tell you guys a little about me, I guess, since, you know, the game's not quite over yet, and I kind of basically already finished the story. The story was kind of short to a certain extent, but yeah, I'm 17. I'm in high school. This is my last year of high school. So, you know, I'm just trying to do what I love, man. I don't really want to do anything else. I can't see myself doing anything else. So I'm kind of determined to become a content creator, and oh, and I also want to thank you guys a lot for the last support on the video. 50 views, 50 plus views, man. I appreciate it, guys. That just gave me a lot of motivation. And then somebody commented on the video telling me that my content was solid and I'd keep it coming, and that right there just made my day as a whole. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you guys do enjoy this video, man, don't forget to leave a like and stuff, man. It really helps me. It helps the channel grow, man. Just from you guys dropping likes and showing some support. Really helps the motivation, helps me motivate. Stay motivated. Just can't talk. Helps me stay motivated, just keep the channel going, man. So, oh my gosh, I'm trying not to die here. People are using riots and stuff, man. It's just like, nah. Not that guy once. Ooh, okay. Chill out. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't pick up a riot. That probably would have been the smartest thing. If I kill somebody, I'll definitely grab it. But I got a max hex fire and ripper. These guns have been doing me wonders. Only got 3 kills though. Ooh.
I'm fine. Smart. That was close.
Yo, chill.
Warning, contenders, we have reached the ship.
No, I'm dead. Anyways, I sold the bag. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like and hit that sub button, man, and turn on that notifications, bro. Turn on that notification bell, man, so you don't miss another fresh and so clean video by your boy Smooth, man. And you know, with that being said, man, be smooth. Peace.